Hi, I'm Mark, and this is The Country Life with Columbus Mark, where I try to give you a lighthearted look at life in the country. And today, we're going to go back in time. So, if you've seen my recent episode, you know I have a new to me camper van, and it's been fun, and I thought maybe it would give me some swagger. So far, I haven't picked up any, but I'm getting there. But today, I'm going to introduce you to a couple who have real swagger. They just exude swagger, and they are the real thing. This is Alan and Harriet Peoples. Alan's actually the mayor of Tryon, North Carolina, and you may have seen him in a previous video, because I did one with Alan when he talked about the election scandal that rocked this county. And if you missed it, you check out the link somewhere up above. In the meantime, we're here in front of the real thing. They're the real thing. They've got swagger. They've got this van, which is a 1971 VW camper van. And they're the real thing, and so is this. So we're going to take a look inside. Is that okay, Alan?
That is perfectly okay.
Okay with you, Harriet?
It's fine with me.
Fine, all right, to intrude on their van, but they're going to give you a tour. Give us the tour. So we are in the van now.
Yes, we are.
That's right, with Alan and Harriet, and I appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time. He's a very busy mayor of the town of Tryon. Population, how much, Alan?
About 1,700.
1,700, very friendly folks.
Yes,
This is
very
the friendliest town in the South,
That is correct.
because there's a sign that says that when you come in.
That's right.
That makes it real.
That's
But
it.
it's true, that's right. And so you two have been married how long?
We've been married since 1983. We're working on 38 years.
Fantastic. And you told me once that you bought this actually for Harriet.
I did.
So is there a story behind that?
The
offhand?
35th anniversary was what this gift here was. Always she had loved these vans. In 1994, when we took our son to Appalachian State University, we went downtown and there was a painted VW van, and she fell in love with that one. In 2016, I went to a Volkswagen dealership to look at buying an old station wagon, and the one that had been in Asheville was there, and it was for sale. I didn't think about buying it then, but it did say to me, I think I'd like to look for one for Harriet. So in 2016, the young man who did this one unfortunately was killed in a fire. So in 2017, it came on the market, and I thought it was too expensive, so it stayed on for about 5 months and was taken off. In 2018, I was looking at VW vans on the internet, and lo and behold, it popped back up. So
Had the price come down at all?
the price had come down, and it still was not getting a lot of mileage, if you will. And at some point in August or September of 2018, I made an offer and I said, this is what I will give you cash and pay to have it delivered. They held off for about a week and called me back and said, if you will forward the money to us today, you may have it.
It's a lot of trust.
I went to the bank next door and they wired the money that afternoon.
And so, how did you get it down here?
They said, we have a truck leaving next week, Monday, which was the following Monday. And he said, we can put it on that. And I said, it's an open or closed carrier. He said, open. I said, call me when you have closed. I've looked at this paint job. I don't want bugs and stuff spattering against it.
Yeah, this is some paint job. And so the person who died in the fire was an unfortunate in San Francisco, right? He was an artist?
No, it was Oakland.
Oakland, California.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He was an artist, and the interesting thing is he had a connection with the young man who's our director out at Tryon Arts and Crafts.
Oh.
They had gone to graduate school together. And some of the work and stuff that was done on this was done by this young man years ago. And I actually have some photos taken of it originally. So I'll hold them up to the camera so you can see some of them and talk through it, if that's okay.
That would be a great thing. And
Okay.
so,
This is, as they were about finished painting it, you can tell that they still have the old rims and they've not been finished yet. This is the young man who painted it, Jason McCarty, actually painting and marking off what he's going to paint.
So what year was it painted, do you know?
I still don't know. I've not been able to find that out.
The fire was when, so we know it was before
Fire
that.
was 2016.
Oh, wow, okay, so you got it right.
And this is the way it looked before any work was done on the inside. It wasn't an actual camper.
So what, so you took out or he took out?
He took out, so what you see is exactly what he did. I've changed nothing.
Nothing, okay. So it used to have a little stove area or a kitchen area.
Oh yes, and it used to have 2 sliding doors. If you'll look, the one on my left, they have repaired that you can't tell it was ever a sliding door.
I didn't know that.
The one on the right, they closed and took a door and put a suicide door that opens, and it looks like it opens about 4 or 5 feet out there.
That's why it's called suicide?
That's why it's
I've
called a
never heard
suicide
that.
door.
You know, and I had a 71, but mine had a sliding door that did not have a door on the other side. I never knew they did that.
And there's another picture part of it on the inside. This is the way it looked. Place for your refrigerator and the whole 9 yards. It was a camper.
So you weren't necessarily needed the camper part of it. You had no desire to go camping.
No.
No.
Absolutely
But I'll
not.
tell you what, being the mayor, he's in all the parades. He and Harriet drive through in all the parades.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I had no desire to go camping in this is I spent 29 years with the military. I camped enough.
U.S. was it Navy?
U.S. Army.
Army, okay. And
Retired
so
as a
there was
lieutenant
around
colonel.
your license plate that says Navy, I thought.
No, it says U.S. Army.
I can't read. That's
And
not
this is the picture of the young man when he was in high school, and I believe it says he was homecoming king.
Oh my gosh. And is that his name on top here?
Yes, Jason
I got
McCarty.
a picture of that, okay. So
He is from Fort Madison, Iowa. And there's the young man right there.
wow. So how old was he when he died? Do you have any idea?
You know, I honestly don't. He graduated about 1999 and he died in 16. So you're looking at probably mid-30s, that type of thing.
Now, did he drive this himself? Or this
Oh
something-
yes, this was his personal vehicle.
And the paint job is incredible. I can't even imagine how long
Oh yes.
that would have taken.
I know I had some pictures here. You could see the pencil marks where he took pencil and marked it off. And after he took the pencil and marked it off, then he painted it. And I think one of those pictures I put there shows him sitting down like this, painting each piece. I'm floored with the fact that he painted it like that. When I had this insured, I called a company that insures individual cars and one-of-a-kinds. And the first thing they told me was that we will insure your paint job for $10,000. So the paint job is insured for $10,000.
Amazing. Well, it is a painting. It's like on canvas.
It is. It's a rolling canvas.
It is. When I can tell you, when they drive through town, people stare in a good way.
Well, we get a lot of people will give us peace signs.
Yeah.
We this morning went to breakfast, interestingly enough, parked outside Le Gaulle Cafe downtown. And we came out and there were 2 people taking pictures of it. Wherever we park it, there are pictures taken.
Did you tell them it was yours?
Yes.
Did he take a picture of you in front?
No.
They know you were the mayor?
I think they figured
That
it
did
out.
because we'd met them inside the cafeteria
Okay.
already. But I don't think they knew this was ours. And we came out and started getting in it and they went,
So now, are you both laid-back hippies from the 60s? Because you have a ponytail right now. Turn around and show me your ponytail.
Okay.
That's a pretty fancy. I mean, that's nice.
to answer your question, I married a hippie.
Okay.
I
can
am
tell.
I am a retired principal, a former county commissioner,
Can't be a hippie of
the
that.
mayor of Tryon,
Yeah.
and a retired Army lieutenant colonel.
That doesn't equal hippie.
I am
does it?
not a hippie.
So-
So opposites attract.
Look at your shirt, though.
Well, she
Tie-dye.
got a $20-some thousand van and I got a $12 shirt.
Okay. That's about equal. That's about
That's,
right.
that's exactly what the first woman I told me. They said, that's about even.
So, have you taken any trips on this, or is it roadworthy enough? to
It
go
is
to-
roadworthy. We don't take trips on this much. We've been as far as Charlotte. At some point, I'd like to go to Greensboro, where our son lives. The engine was rebuilt, but at my age, if I'm going to go, I prefer comfort.
Yeah.
So at one point, we may actually buy a trailer and hook it behind the truck and carry it with us to show it to people. Because we carry it to parades, carry it downtown. We went to Harmon Field this morning, and a lot of people just doing this number for it.
Oh yeah. You could charge admission. Pay for it.
That would be an idea.
That is $1 a visit or something. Or if they want to sit.
Take a picture with the mayor in the van.
That'd
$2.
be worth $5. I'd pay for that in a minute, but don't get your hopes up for today. So, well, I want to. Anything else you want to tell people about this?
Well, I don't know what else to say except that it is a piece of art. We collect art. Our house is full of art, particularly local art and Tryon art. And now we bought a piece of art that we ride around in.
And it is. And it is. And so, is it fun to drive?
Oh, it's absolutely fun to drive. Once you learn to take up all the looses in there, this vehicle is now 50 years. It was made in September of 1970, the 71 models. So it's a little over 50 years old.
Wow.
I'm a little over 50 years old, so my joints are getting a little worn, just like this van.
And it's probably, I don't know which would be easier to replace, yours or the vans. Have any clue?
I think it might be cheaper to replace the vans.
Yeah, probably. So it has a stick shift. I see. I'll get a picture of that in just a
Oh,
minute.
yes.
Yeah. So it's the engine's probably not original, is it?
No, it's the original engine. It's been rebuilt.
Wow.
When I first got it, I took it to a VW expert, and he looked at it and he said, now I can't promise you 100% it's the original engine, but it is a 1971 engine.
Does it run off of like lighter fluid, or does it use gasoline?
We use a high quality of lighter fluid called gas.
87 gas. Okay.
87 gas.
Well, I
And
want
it
to
runs
thank
well.
Alan and Harriet for letting us see this van, and we'll see you guys on the road.
All right.
Well,
We can't help but miss them.
I guess something you might want to insert in here. I took it to running camp. I work a running camp in the summers to Brevard.
Oh, it was in Brevard.
And a
okay.
friend of mine from Virginia was there with her team, and she goes, my kids want to ride in your van. I said, now I
There's
can
$1
only
a
carry
piece.
about 4. And those kids fought to see who got to ride in the seat and who had to sit in the floor.
Well, I can tell you, and people see from the pictures, no one has seen a van like this, 71 or not. And so it's fun to see it going down the road, and everybody knows who you are.
One final thing, if you look and you see this orange, sorry folks, it's not Clemson, it's Tennessee orange.
Because why? You know that for a fact, or?
I went to
you
University of
oh,
Tennessee.
okay.
That's why I know it's Tennessee orange.
Okay, so I thought you meant that guy painted it orange for some reason.
No.
Tennessee.
And
Tennessee
it turned out she got the van and I got my Tennessee colors.
There you
Everybody
go.
wins.
Everybody wins, and it's been a win-win for me today too. So thanks again for being part of the show.
Yes, sirree.
And we'll see you down the road.
Okay.
You betcha.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks again for watching. Thanks to Alan and Harriet for being here with me and showing off their van. They were bored with mine. They didn't even want to see it.
Oh, food.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Peace sign. Peace out. So
Yeah.
I'm Mark. This is The Country Life with Columbus Mark. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out that video about Alan and that election scandal a few years ago. Welcome to my neighborhood. Signing off.